Sports. You hear that playing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Luka Doncic, baby. Dallas Mavericks preseason season review. Steal of the draft. You heard it here first. This draft is going to be incredible. When you got over 4 players that have all-star potential, you're looking at a draft that is very, very promising and challenging the LeBron James draft. Not with a LeBron James talent, but with all-star talent all around from 1 through 12. Everybody has the potential to go. Let's look at the Mavericks off of the team. Additions for this year. And again, we're just trying to go through and look at this from a basketball perspective on players that are going to actually make the team. And quite simply, it's pretty simple. Kostas Atempakilpo, Greek Freak's brother, little brother. I think he's going to be in the G League. Does he have the potential to do something? I don't know what he has right now. He'll be in the G League all year. JJ Barea, vet, has been there forever. He's playing. Harrison Barnes, paid well from Golden State. He's playing. Ryan Brokoff. There's a couple players on here. I think Dirk Nowitzki just recruited and said, hey, you're going to come play with me. You look like me. He may be one of those, right? But he's a shooter. He can do his job there. Jalen Brunson, the draft pick. Going to be a great defender for them. Possibly take the place of the aging Devin Harris. May fill in that role. Here goes the reason why I did this video. The star of the show, Luka Slovenia Doncic. What a steal, man. If I were to say this, I'm going to get negatives all day long. How about this? How about Ben Simmons with a shot? Oh, God. Does that hurt? Ben Simmons with a shot. This kid's vision, unbelievable draft pick. Is anyone mad? No, Atlanta got a good pick as well. I think he totally fits this team, and I'm glad he's here. Let's continue on. Dorian Finney-Smith plays a defensive role for the team. We talked about Devin Harris. Let's keep going. They added DeAndre Alley-Oop Jordan. DeAndre Alley-Oop Jordan. Here goes another one of those players that Dirk Nowitzki picked up and just said, hey, just sit down, drink beer with me. Maxi Kleber. Daryl Macon. I don't know if he's going to make the team. Wesley Matthews. Another scorer here. Again, that gives him the 1-2 punch. Harrison Barnes, Wesley Matthews now take on the roles of scoring leads. Salah Mahiri's been a good backup center for the team. I think he'll continue to do that. Back up DeAndre Jordan very well. Along with that, Dirk Nowitzki's still playing. I think he comes off the bench now and fills in some certain slots when needed. Look at Doncic shoot the ball on the left. Dwight Powell is an athletic forward, and he also helps in the center role. That's what they have him listed. But they got 2 big athletes here for Doncic to throw up to, and Powell and DeAndre John. Look for those 2 to have some fun. And then the other all-star here, who I think is very promising, is Dennis Smith. 1-2 punch of Dennis Smith and Luka Doncic. Man, if Wesley Matthews was 4 years younger, this would have been a very, very interesting lineup on the West Coast. I see them, and I forget to mention the last guy. I see them potentially making the playoffs. The last guy is an athletic power forward in Ray Spalding. Don't know much about him out of Louisville, but had a nice little dunk in this game. I can see the athleticism. I can fill some gaps. If there's anything where I see that they're missing, obviously I'm looking at that shooting guard position. There's no one traditionally at a 6'6", 6'7" position that's doing their thing that we should be worried about. So Doncic comes in and fills that role, right? He is a point forward guard, okay, a la Scottie Pippen. He can bring the ball up. There's enough ball to go between him and Smith, so there's no issue there. I really like this lineup. I just think they need another super sharp shooting guard in the 6'6", 6'7" range. They had a guy named Anderson who has went over to the from the Philadelphia 76ers over to the Atlanta Hawks. He would have fit perfectly in to fill that role. Are they winning the championship with this team? No, there's a couple pieces that are missing. Possibly somebody to fill that power forward role is somewhere I see they're missing. Anthony Davis or somebody like that would fit in well. And again, I think I'm looking for a big superstar guard to fill the gap. Maybe Doncic can do both, maybe not. Let's look at their season last year and go ahead and try to look at some statistics from the 17-18 season. First thing you want to check out, okay, what did this team – I switched the seasons. What did this team do versus the rest of the pot, right? And that's one of the key things you want to look for. How did you perform versus the rest of the squads out there from a regular season perspective? Okay, so as we look at this, and this is sorting out, the Dallas Mavericks, again, did not make the playoffs last year. And hopefully that's not a grand foo-fa. But they did make some strides in the draft, which is going to put them in another arena. So where did Dallas fall? And they almost made it, but I think they should have really. Okay, oh my God. Okay, I lied to you. It was a rebuild year. They were one of the worst teams in the league. That's how they got Doncic. 24-58, 29% winning percentage. They'll be better this year, guaranteed. Where they need help at, right? If you look at 3-point percentage, right, that's something I think they do very well. They should be in the top there. So let's sort by that sucker. 3-point percentage. Let's go. Boom. Dallas should be at least in the top 15. Oh, man, they were 17. Okay. So Doncic helps there. And then I don't know if they added another piece. Maybe it was Dennis Smith that killed them on that range. Field goal percentage. Let's see where they're at. So they need to get up into the 9-8 range. They did not do that in the draft, by the way. Nothing in the draft that they picked up except actually Luka may bring them higher. There's no sharp shooting three-point shooter for this team. Field goal percentage, nowhere near in the top range, and they will be there now with DeAndre Jordan and a man like Doncic with the eye that he has. They will be up top because of the high field goal percentage that DeAndre Jordan shoots. And we all know it's not a shot. It's a big dunk that's coming. Free throw percentage, again, they really suck in a lot of areas here. Apologize for being frank, but it is what it is. Nowhere to go but up for this team. Looking down, Dallas, 19th. Yeah, they really were just struggling in all areas. They had a lot of injuries as well. That hurt them. But again, nowhere but to improve. And with a star like Doncic drafted, there were some exciting times in Dallas. The Cowboys are not the only thing to watch out there. Continue down, Dallas. Oh my God, I'm looking at the rebounding. Jesus. Oh my God. Hopefully, horrible. Great pickup in Jordan. He'll make up the rebounding, average 10 plus last year for the Clippers. He comes in, will bring that rebounding up. They should be top of the league with the staff that they have. Assist-wise, I think this is going to be ridiculous. With Doncic and Smith in the lineup, let's see where they were assist stats last year. Oh, wow. Yeah, they really sucked. I mean, Dallas Mavericks 19, they weren't in the top 10 in anything, it looks like. Hopefully not turnovers. I'm not even going to go there. Let's put it frankly, they were horrible. They were horrible. So nowhere to go with up. Doncic's a good pick. I'm glad they did draft him. Imagine Trae Young here. Wouldn't really fit. They needed a face of the franchise. And Smith and Doncic play a perfect Oreo cookie for me. Great faces, young talent, just coming in the league, exciting, revving up the crowd, getting a man for the future. I like it, and they have the time to rebuild. So Slovan, steals. They really were horrible in every single category. No need to look at it. Let's go to scoring rise. I'm not even going to go that depth. Scoring wise last year, 17-18 season. Who was the leader? Harrison Barnes, 18 points a game. Then it was Dennis Smith, Wesley Matthews, and then so they keep their core. Yogi Ferrell comes back in, right? He's the little backup guy that. Oh Lord, look at that shaking back. He's a great backup point guard, but now they're jammed in that position with Brunson as a potential back along with Devin Harris. Doug McDermott, I think, has gone. Jonathan Motley is also gone. So, they lost some pieces there. Aaron Harrison is gone. Jalen Jones, okay, I'm not going to talk about misnomers. Norland's Noel never got the time there. He's gone. And that's it. Oh, Scotty Hobson made the team for a game. That's interesting. He used to be a star way back in the day. Glad to see him. He made at least a day on the roster in the NBA. So nowhere to go but up. Who's going to lead in scoring? Who's going to lead the scoring this year? It could be Smith. Smith could take over from Harrison Barnes this year, but Harrison may still be up there. Dennis Smith will be next, and I think to our surprise, it'd be Luka Doncic in the third, a kid that can average nearly a triple double in this league. So again, good mix of talent. Playoff wise, I think they have a chance. And if they add one more piece, maybe a bigger athletic power forward or a superstar. I mean, trade for Wes Matthews, get a superstar type guard. Maybe, I hate to say, maybe Jimmy Butler look at this situation and think it's better. But uh, great additions. I'm looking forward to the season. I got the Dallas Mavericks in the probably eighth or seventh spot if all things go well. And it's an exciting year to be a basketball fan. Everyone is loaded, and it's going to be a fun year. So, and nothing else on Dallas Mavericks. You got the stats. I'm out of here. Peace. Off work.